Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Catching Cars. We are currently sitting in a 2025 Mitsubishi Outlander. And as you may be able to hear, even though the engine is on, this one is the plug-in hybrid version. So I've been driving this for about 2 weeks now, thanks to Mitsubishi Deutschland, Mitsubishi Germany, for this press vehicle. And I want to give you guys my review. Yes, I'm still in Germany and Europe. And of course, we have all the annoying assistance tech. We'll touch on that briefly later. But I want to start off with ride and handling, or more with the comfort in the ride department with this vehicle, which is probably one of this vehicle's biggest strong points. It's honestly one of the most comfortable vehicles I've driven this year, maybe even in my entire life. It deals with big bumps so well, kind of like those old Cadillacs, or the way you imagine those old Cadillacs would drive. It's kind of how this feels along those bigger bumps, right? And then you do feel some of the smaller little vibrations come through, but it really hasn't bothered me, and it's no more than in any other vehicle of this class. So I think this vehicle, for most non-enthusiasts that are just looking for a comfortable, reliable, spacious SUV, is very underrated. I don't know why this vehicle is not on more people's shopping lists, to be honest, because it is very, very comfortable. Like I said, if you're not an enthusiast, I mean, if you are an enthusiast and you have a bunch of different sports cars and you want something comfortable for a change, you know, of course you could look at one of these as well. But yeah, so touching on handling, it is of course not going to handle like that Porsche that just passed us. It won't even handle like the Mazda CX-60 that I recently reviewed, which did very well in these back roads here. But I mean, if you know what you're doing, you can have, well, I won't say you can have fun, but I mean, you can get around, you know, some corners with speed if you really need to. And I mean, you see all that wobbling and everything's moving around, and I don't know why the lane keep assist is on, but we're gonna have to turn that off. That's very annoying. But yeah, so you're not gonna have fun with this, but I mean, you can hustle a back road if you really need to. That's not what this vehicle's for, but like I said, it is super, super comfortable. Also, the drivetrain and throttle input and everything is also very, very linear. You have that hybrid powertrain, you know, so you have a gasoline engine, and the I hate when the automatic lights turn on the bright beams for no reason. It's not even that dark outside, you know. Like, can we get this to please just anyway. My problems with new vehicles, man, just honestly, just let me turn on the lights, let me do what I need to do while I'm driving, please. But where was I? Speaking about the throttle input, right? Very, very linear. Now, I will say I did have it in eco mode most of the time. I don't even know why it's in normal right now. Probably because when I restarted the vehicle, it defaults to normal. But I had it in eco mode most of the time because that makes the throttle response just a little bit more relaxed, because it can be a little bit grabby and touchy in some of the other modes, especially in power and normal mode. So put it in eco and you have that nice gradual throttle response, right? So that's very nice, befitting this vehicle, this SUV that I'm driving, right? Steering, on the other hand, I mean, it's weighted decently. Of course, you don't get much feedback or feel, but I mean, for an SUV like this, it's really not bad. I've seen much worse steering in vehicles. Also, comparing this to the Mazda CX-60, again, this is not an as sporty feeling SUV, but like I said, SUVs don't necessarily need to be sporty, right? And also, the interior quality is, honestly, I think the Japanese brands are catching up, if not passing the German automakers nowadays. Everything you touch is soft, right? Now, of course, this is very similar to a Nissan, right? Basically the same vehicle as the well, depending on your market, the Nissan Pathfinder, right? But this vehicle has such a good interior fit and finish. And, you know, everything works well. And do you hear this? Buttons and knobs for your climate controls. Sadly, you do not have a rotary dial here for the screen. You do have a rotary dial here for your drive modes that I touched on earlier, but not to control the screen. Kind of a miss there, but I mean, this is pretty logically laid out. I wasn't really using this screen other than to adjust the bass for the subwoofer, the Yamaha sound system we have optioned in to our press vehicle here, which sounds phenomenal. I mean, it is a little bass heavy, but it is a great sound system for, you know, an SUV like this. But like I said, climate controls, this is how it works, right? Very easy. Steering, heated steering wheel, ventilated seats, heated seats, all that stuff you have in the Outlander Plug-In Hybrid. Now, earlier I did also touch on that this is probably not the right vehicle for an enthusiast, and I have to come to one of the negatives, and that is the powertrain. I mean, the powertrain is nicely calibrated, but if you're on the Autobahn, on the highway, even on the interstate, no matter the motorway, whatever they call it where you live at, let's say you're going above 100 kph, right? And the battery is empty. There is, I mean, I've been in very, very few cars that accelerate that slow or as slow as this one does when the battery's empty. Now, when the battery's charged, that's fine, right? We have 306 metric horsepower or PS on tap. That is fine, right? But once the battery's empty, if you're going on a longer trip and you don't have, you know, the time to charge it, and you don't want to charge it through the gasoline engine because that's just really a waste, right? And you need to pass somebody. This thing is comically slow. I mean, comically slow, and almost dangerously slow, to be honest. And I don't know why that's the case. I've driven other vehicles, plug-in hybrids, like the Volvos as well, that do a much better job in that department, right? So make sure your battery is topped up with this vehicle if you want to go anywhere, especially if you want to go anywhere fast, right? But other than that, the drivetrain is great. Just, it's underpowered. It is underpowered. The engine itself is underpowered. When the plug-in, I mean, the hybrid assist, the electric motor assist is there, it's absolutely fine. Once that's empty, this vehicle's extremely underpowered, right? But other than that point, and the assistance technology in this Euro spec vehicle that is extremely annoying, this is a great vehicle, I think, for most non-enthusiast families that are just looking for a safe, reliable vehicle to get from A to B, right? We're going to touch on that assistance tech real quick. It is just a very fiddly system here, or way to turn it off, the controls. You go to driver assistance, and you have to go through here, then you go to lane assist, then you go to blind spot, you know, and then you, oh, oops, I missed it. Now I'm at lane again because there's a bump, you know, and you're trying to turn it off. So I had to turn this off every time I got into the vehicle, of course, being in Europe, especially because some of the technology is not even, you can't even deactivate some of the technology while you're driving. But the most annoying in this vehicle is the driver monitor, right? So we're going to activate that here for a short second. It already detected me. It says drowsiness detected, please take a break, right? I mean, come on, you know. So we have that activated. Oh, the lane keep assist is on now too. It's vibrating at me. I don't see me doing anything wrong here, right? You know what? Actually, we're going to deactivate all that stuff again. I can't do this. I just can't do it. So I wish there was an easier way to deactivate that stuff. Please, Europe, give us buttons and knobs to deactivate all the stupid technology. I want one button to press and hold to turn all that off. But like I said, other than that, and the powertrain when the battery is empty, this is a great vehicle for non-enthusiasts. And I don't know why this vehicle is not on more people's list. This vehicle's actually fairly underrated. So that'll be it for today, guys. Make sure you guys leave a comment down below. What do you think of this Mitsubishi Outlander? You can also click here to watch the next video, and I hope to catch you guys in the next video.